You are now live. Okay, we're telling your followers that you've started a live video. Okay, this is all going good. When someone joins, anyone who can see their live videos can also watch this one. Ooh, yes. Okay, I'm gonna invite. Let's see. Yes. Hi. Wait. So we're waiting on our. Hi, Cece. We're waiting on our guest. We're both kind of new at this, so let me see. Is this it? Wait. No, so this one is hi, thanks. I look healthy, right? So this live is going to be a conversation with one of the healing practitioners that were were sharing their services as part 3 of our event. Thanks. Listen, because the way, so for those who don't know, who can't see what she says the skin glowing. It's because, oh, why does it say she's unable to join? Wait, why can't she join? Let's see. Let me try again. Let me search for her. Okay, invite. Maybe. Okay, so I'm trying to get Erica, aka Lady Andy, of the husband and wife couple that do hi again, that do the sound healing sessions that I go to. I wanted to get her on here to talk about sound healing and just like how it's helped her and how she got into it and just yay. Okay, so she joined. Okay, so now yes, let me see. Wait. Did I do it? I think I did it. Oh my God.
Hi, is it
Yay!
me?
We did it! Yay! Okay, let me see now. Okay.
How are you?
Good, I'm good. I'm glad you made it. I'm over here like, okay, if I send her an invite, maybe we can do it. Yay, we're here.
I was
Let's
looking on the computer for it, and I was like, she said it's going to be now. So I'm like,
yeah,
and it didn't give me any update on it on the computer. So I decided to look at my phone, and I was like,
there we
yeah.
go. Sometimes it's just easier on the phone. I just made it. I'm so
How are
happy to see you.
you?
So, okay, so hi everybody who joined. I know you guys are sitting with me while we were waiting. This is Erica. I am Talitha of Talitha Dance, and we're on here just because I want to give you guys a little bit more of a face-to-face with some of the practitioners that are actually part of our community. And so with my event that I've got going on, our Stand On Business, part 3 is to go out into said community and get yourself some healing. And so I'm going to be listing some of the practitioners that I go to. And hello.
Hi.
And um, I want you to go. I want you to check them out. And I know sometimes it's tough to just cold call people like I don't know them like that. So here's your chance to meet them, to see their faces, hear their voices, hear their stories a little bit, see how what they offer has helped them and how it might help you. And if this is not your bag, what else they offer. So that's the idea behind it. And so without further ado, this is Erica, and she is one of the sound healers that I go to. She does a lot of other things, which we'll talk about later. um, but for you, Erica, can you introduce yourself a little bit and just let us know, like, what is sound healing? How did you get into it, and how does it help you or others that you've seen?
Sound healing is one of my go-tos. That's how my journey started. I needed it. I needed to repair me. I recognized that there was some things that I was a little out of balance with that I could tighten up on. And um, sound healing, my husband recommended it actually. He started to do yoga like 10, 12 years ago. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I went with him to a yoga session. And the practitioner there, she, at the end of the session, she had a gong, like a little teeny tiny gong, and he had always had like a music ear for music, and it sounded nice. So he inquired more. He got into the facilitating part, like he wanted to gravitate towards that, and I gravitated towards the healing part. He invited me to an event, and after that, the journey that I went on, um, there's no words. I saw some, realizations and some clarity, and I needed more of it. So that's definitely one of my go-tos for healing. Um, Another
So
one is in the elements. That was an issue, and that's by nature. Most of us are attracted to like woodsy, oceany, watery, stream-like, um, natural settings to ground out. That's just like you go into nature and you're like, so that was the initial one. And then when I found, the sounds, the vibrations more so, it took it to a different level of grounding and healing for me.
no, I agree. I feel like for me, the session that I went to with you and Sensi last year, it was only a year ago that I started with you guys. It feels like longer, but the
Anniversary.
the session that I went to with you guys wasn't actually the first session I've ever been to, but it was the first one that I went to where I really felt like that. It was kind of an outer body experience, if you will. I felt like, oh, they're going to start arguing now. Oh, sorry. This is the neighborhood, you guys. Sorry. But, that experience that I had with you guys was the first time I ever felt like a bigger than myself experience in sound healing. And I was just like, this is amazing because this kind of was a reflection of where I felt I was going. And I was like, this is kind of confirmation, but also like, okay, a little bit of a taste of what's coming. It may be a little uncomfortable, but like, well, we're good. We're grounded. We're still here, even though we feel like we're floating in the space. And like it was a really wonderful foray into the year that was to come. And I feel like every time that I've come to you after that, it's been a different experience, but every time has been kind of just what I needed. It's not always a out of body experience, but sometimes it's just a much needed rest and just letting spirit do what it needs to do while I'm just, because like that's that's the core of like my healing. It's just the breath, the air, the space, the so if I can give myself that moment to do that while also the vibrations around me are doing something, like let's let's get all of that happen because the sound vibrations are real. They do help. They shift things. And so I'm all for it. And I'm here to share it with whoever else needs to hear it and try it because I find that it works. So that's sound healing in a nutshell. However, I know that you do more than sound healing. So this is where this is where I want all the other beautiful things that you do because what sets you apart in my book from other sound healers that I've talked to is the Reiki that you infuse into it because not all sound healers do that part. And I feel the difference between your sessions and a few of the other sessions I've been to. They've also been powerful. but in a different way. So I want you to talk a little bit more about some of the other things that you do or are gonna get into, so people can know they can jump on it.
Yeah, like when I first started, like I needed a lot of healing. Like you said before, I noticed that a lot of people, not including myself, found this uh, practice when when we needed it. Like I wasn't in like the best place I could be, and I knew I needed to tighten up, just didn't know how. Um, and Reiki helped me center myself and help me work on myself. All my little areas, my chakras, my energy centers, organs associated with those energy centers. So with that practice, I had to do more. I had to learn Reiki 2, Reiki 3. I had to elevate. Um, and, during like Reiki practices, they tell you to charge your food, Reiki your water, gives Reiki to the sun and it charges you back up. So you have like the full battery. And I was like, what if I Reiki the gongs? I was like, for people that may not want, because you're supposed to have permission, people that may not want Reiki over them because of, whatever reason, it's new to them. Some people, if it's new, it's foreign, they're a little skeptical, and I understand. But, what if I just, general Reiki, just, send emotional healing through it, send physical healing, just send overall healing and attunement to you and your chakras and see if you get balance. And the feedback that I got was beautiful. You know what I mean? It's always different for everyone. You know, sometimes I've had I just it's always different. Everyone is on their own different healing scale and spectrum. Some people have it on their lower chakras, less rooted. Some people have it in their upper chakras. All in all, my goal is for you to be balanced so you can make better decisions for you. And that good vibration that you make for you, it ricochets. You know what I mean? It becomes something like you always want to be better. And that's how I think anyway. But it enhances you. It enhanced me. I can't exactly say what it would do for you per se or what it's supposed to do. Everyone has their different, outcomes. You had an outer body experience the first time. That's dope. That's dope. I wish I had something a little different. I call it the mirror effect. I had a mirror effect. And I felt like as if I was on a conveyor belt and different areas were like different visuals. And I was on a conveyor belt and I was going through this life lesson, dodging this life lesson. This is what's to come. Watch out for this. You know, every time that I had a session, it was always a different kind of clarity. Um, some of them were painful, you know. Sometimes I wasn't happy what I saw from me or someone else, but it was a realization. So I had to take the head check. You know what I mean? Um, but my overall goal is healing and giving this gift to the people that they don't know. You know what I mean? Not everyone knows about this ancient practice, these ancient practices. I happen to collect tools. So all through life, there was always some kind of learning, whether it's school life lesson. There was always some kind of tools I was collecting. And I just put all the tools that worked for me into my little tool storage bag. And the ones that I feel that are more effective, that I get the best feedback from, those are the ones that I utilize the most.
I'm here for that. Like that very statement is exactly why I even started the event that I have going on now, the stand on business event, because I have collected some of these tools, sound healing, um, uh, human design, Reiki. I'm getting into it, not doing it myself, even though I'm learning. I have some really energetic
You'll get there.
but we can absolutely, as we had a conversation with Evelise, what she was talking about, is the ways in which we already do it ourselves. You don't even realize it. Like when you stub your toe, when you get a boo boo or an elbow, and you're like, it's right here, sending love to the painful areas. So I'm
Yep.
like, yeah, you know what? Yes, we do already do it. We just don't know the name of it. But, some of the tools that I get into that I find help me, that's the whole point of this event. And also now the point of these conversations to help share them with other people who may not know about it, or maybe they heard about it and they're like, well, what is that even? Or like,
Right.
this should
What's
be kind of help.
that
You know
about?
when you know that skeptical face? Well, at least like shine a little spotlight on what it is, how it has helped others, and it gives you an idea of, okay, you know what? Do you or do you not want to create space to see if this can help you? I mean, I can't imagine. Okay, all right. I can't imagine that it could hurt as much as staying where you are.
Mm.
So perhaps giving it a try and seeing, at the very least, you get a good nap. At the very most, you change your life. And that's why I wanted to share like these tools and people who do them and also have that same mentality that like you're in charge of your own healing. I'm just here to assist.
Right. I've got some tools that can help you in this and this. Like it's so much. Sound baths are just, it covers such a general area. It's you, but it also has I gotta be careful with my words. It also has um it has physical healing also. Mental and physical healing. I think that's
Yeah.
safe.
Yes.
You know, yes, you get clarity. Yes, sometimes you get realizations. Yes, some traumas may pop up, but this is not a bad thing. Sometimes you hold on to stuff that you should have released a long time ago. And this is giving you the opportunity to bring it up and out so you can let the new energy circulate and invite that new breath of fresh air in. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about with alignment. That's one aspect, but then there's the other one where the vibrations do something to you eternally. You know what I mean? I used to, in sound baths, I used to put my hands on my chest, on my stomach, and feel what the sounds did to my organs. Sometimes it put me to sleep. Sometimes I get a message, but it always felt good. It felt soothing, like a little massage for my organs. And then, I wanted to look into it a little bit more, and I started looking at you ever seen those videos where you see like sand on like a vibrational plate? They'll have something fine like sand or even water,
Yeah.
and they'll have a certain frequency. And each frequency is a geometric shape, and it moves so flowingly and elaborate. So in my head, these sounds are doing this to they're doing this to your body. It's a lot of cell movement. Use that. Use that to help heal you. You know what I mean? That's part of it. That's part of the tools. This is why a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people may feel physically better. Um, this is what some of the people told me. You know, one of our first people that had a sound bath said they had a problem. Maybe I'm talking too much, but this is that one individual that said they had a problem with their back, and they didn't have that much of a problem after.
It's
But
not just how
this
one
is
environment
everyone has their own little different tweaks that are good for them or beneficial rather. Everyone is different. So somebody may feel something physical that's good. Somebody may not. It may disturb something. But all in all, these are vibrations that will help internally and externally. That makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. I would share just that that's not the only situation I've heard of that. Like when we had our events last, I want to say August, where we did Zumba, we did bar, and then we did sound healing. I had one of my participants. She was doing the sound healing, and at the end, like she has arthritis and whatnot, and like all her joints. It's really bad. And she was like, "Oh my goodness, I feel so much better now. We didn't even do anything. I was just laying down." And I'm like, "That's why it's called sound healing. You know, there's no guarantee what's gonna get healed if you even feel it in any way, but something is gonna shift." And so that's the point. Whether something shifts so that now you need to pay attention to it, work on it, work through it, grow out of it, or something shifts that like, oh, finally I released it. Whatever the case is, something happens on some level, and
There's a lot
I
of
want
good
that.
that's going on.
I want
Even with
that. I get it, and like I love it because like I know it's helping to move me forward, whatever that shift is. Mm. So I wanted to share that. I'm gonna call this a wrap because it sounds like these two, bless their hearts, these two in my neighborhood, I've been here 12 years and they've been in this relationship and it sounds like this often. I pray for them often. Um,
I'm gonna
but
send
this
some
is
of
the
that
beginning.
good energy their way.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Hopefully they
close
find
it
a
out before
resolution.
they ramp up even louder. But thank you. I did want you to come on and share, and I'm glad you did because you had some really good insight. And so I want folks to know this is Erica. She is half of the lady and the sunseed dynamic that offers some of the sound healing. Yes, he's getting hurt. Yeah. They offer sound healing sessions, but also she does Reiki. She does other things. She's got other things going on. So if you do want to find her, Erica, just tell folks how they can find you. Like, is Instagram a good way? Not everybody's on Instagram right now. Is there email? How can people find you if they want to know more?
Yes, Bohemian Vibe 888 at Gmail. I have a website, bohemian-vibe.com. That's a pretty cool website. um, what else? Oh, my phone number.
Okay,
it's it's so cute.
I'll put it in the comment in the caption at the end so they can see it there too. So if you don't want me to put your phone number, tell me. The information how they can find you, I'll put it there. Awesome. Thank you so much, Erica, for your time. This is typing and pen. I'm still learning how to do this, but yes, I'm gonna figure it out. This is so helpful. Thank you. I'm gonna figure this out. um, so thank you for joining us, and we'll be in touch again because as I was telling Erica before we got on, I feel like this might be a thing where I share some of my healing professionals that I go to. We have a conversation so you guys can meet them. You can see them. You can learn what they do, learn how they do it, where to find them, and
I'd like to
you can just
introduce some of the tools that I use next time,
yes.
and give you a little sample, of how it could be beneficial. So you can see yourself or you can feel.
Thank you so much. I'm excited. We're definitely going to plan that.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you
thank
for
you
joining
so much.
everybody. Yes. I'm honored. I'm honored to have you here. And I'll put your information for sure in the caption once I finish the video.
Thank
So
you,
talk to you
love.
soon. Have a beautiful day, everybody.
You
Take
too.
care.